I didn't want to leave that house. Not really. It wasn't just a place. It was memory, identity, something deeper. Every wall held a piece of me. My childhood, my teenage years, the quiet nights, the loud arguments, the silence after. And maybe something else. Something I never fully understood. That house always had a kind of energy. Not the kind people talk about casually. I mean something real. Something that responded. It helped me explore things, spiritual things. Some traditional, some not so much. But life doesn't wait for attachment, and just like that, I lost it. We moved to the countryside. Now, don't get me wrong, the place was beautiful. Too beautiful. The kind of beauty that feels untouched. Wild vegetation, thick silence, air that carries more than just wind. And at night, it felt like the darkness wasn't empty. It was watching. This happened in late October 2023. Around that time, my mother was critically ill, bedridden. We had round-the-clock medical support. A nurse came every day, 6:30 in the morning to 7 at night, feeding her, changing her clothes, monitoring everything, keeping her alive. I barely slept those days. But one thing never changed. I woke up early, very early, around 4 o'clock, sometimes 4:30. That morning was no different. I got up. The house was silent, that kind of silence that presses against your ears. I walked into my mother's room. She was awake, barely. Her breathing was slow, uneven. I sat beside her for a moment. She looked at me, weakly, and raised her hand just slightly. A blessing. I held it for a second. Then I left. I stepped outside around 4:50 a.m., still dark. The sky wasn't even beginning to change. There was mist everywhere, thick, low, crawling across the ground like something alive. The air smelled damp, almost metallic. And there was this strange stillness. No birds, no insects, nothing. I started walking. Same routine, same pace, trying to clear my head. Now, normally I stick to the main road, but that day, I don't know why, I decided to take a different route, a shortcut. I had avoided that path since we moved in. Dense vegetation on both sides, barely any houses nearby. And during winter, it gets worse. People talk about jackals in that area, aggressive ones. That alone was enough to stay away. But that morning, something pulled me toward it. I turned into the path, and instantly, everything felt different. The mist was thicker here, heavier, like it didn't want to move. My footsteps sounded too loud, crunching against the gravel, echoing just slightly. And every few seconds, I had this feeling like someone was walking just out of sync with me. Not behind me, not beside me, just there. I kept going, trying to ignore it, trying to convince myself it was just my mind. I walked for about 45 minutes. The path stretched longer than I remembered, or maybe it just felt that way. Eventually, I reached a small bridge. Nothing special, just a narrow concrete structure connecting two sides of the path. Underneath, a shallow stream, barely visible through the mist. And that's when I saw it. At first, just a shape, standing on the bridge, still, unmoving. A person, a woman, I think. She was facing sideways, not directly at me, just standing there. I slowed down,
My heartbeat picked up, but I didn't stop. Maybe she lives nearby, I told myself. Maybe she's just out early. But something didn't feel right. The closer I got, the clearer she became, and yet not clearer at all. Her outline was visible, but her details weren't, like she was made of mist herself. Her clothes, I couldn't tell. Her face, I couldn't see. And then she moved, just slightly, a shift, like she noticed me. I froze. For a second, we just stood there, me on one end of the bridge, her in the middle. And then she started to fade. Not walk away, not turn. Fade, right in front of me. Her outline broke apart, dissolving into the mist, piece by piece, until there was nothing left, just empty air. I couldn't move. My body locked, my mind blank. I've faced strange things before, unexplainable things, and I don't panic easily. But this was different. There was no sound, no warning, no logic, just disappearance. And then it hit me. That feeling. Not fear, not exactly. Something deeper, something instinctive. A command. Leave.